Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we actually did enjoy it. We enjoyed bourbon cream that I picked up at the Thousand Islands. It was actually really good.
Tasty.
It was very, very good.
Good stuff. I might buy a bottle.
Nice.
They sell them around here?
Yeah. Or you could go to the Thousand Islands on a romantic date with your... Nice.
What was that? I don't know if that was me or you.
But... Alrighty, so that was that, and why don't you greet people, and then we'll get into the show.
First out is Lucky Lee. How you doing? Oh, all the way from the UK. Nice. Danny Daniels in the house.
Thank you for being a member.
Delightful Don is always here.
Hello. Thank you for being a member.
Super C's here nice and early.
Thank you for being a member.
And Marvelous Michael's here as well.
And thank you for being a member. And we will start the show off as we always do. We were going to ask everybody how their sales were, and take it away, Mr. Magazine.
I will say Amazon's average right now, which I'm accepting. Website's average. DVD sites above average. And we're going on, day 5 of eBay sucking.
Oh.
I mean, yesterday was okay, a little better than the average, but like average at best or a little over. But the other days were horrid. Sunday was horrid. Monday was horrid. So I don't know what's going on, but we have good stuff on there. We just get insulting offers. We get low offers and things that just aren't worth giving the inventory away for. But how about you?
Oh, well, let's see what everybody.
Awesome. Adrian's in the house. How's it going?
Thank you for being a member.
And see lights.
Sales.
Exactly.
What are sales?
Yeah, if you own a boat, they could be something positive to get you from point A to point B.
That's true.
But on eBay, sales are not as good.
Well, you were mentioning to me before the show, way before the show, about a competitor of yours and what his sales were.
Yeah, and I've tracked his sales. I don't do much stocking like I used to, but back during COVID, in his peak, he was doing about 400 a day.
And what sort of items?
He sells sports cards. Well, mainly lower end sports cards, but autographs as well.
Now, don't make fun of Paul Carl like that.
That's terrible. I would never do that. But I think in his peak, he was doing about 400 a day.
Mm-hmm.
His average before that was probably 250. Then he had COVID. Then he dropped down to maybe 3 and 200 a day, 250. Some days might be 5. Some days might be 150. What day was it? Monday or Tuesday? He had 8 sales,
right,
totaling $40. And he offers free shipping on everything.
Oh, he didn't make any money that day.
But I looked at the days around that, and they weren't much better. 100, 120.
How many items does he have listed roughly?
I think 40, 50,000.
Oh,
a majority of it's sports cards.
Okay.
He does a lot of like $2 to $5 cards, but he has $100 items sell on a regular basis. That helps out his daily sales.
Yeah, but
one good item a day.
$40 free shipping with that many that's the equivalent of that $20 day that I had with the free shipping.
I think he's got 3 employees. I think his fiance is an employee that he has to pay. She works at least part-time. His son's an employee. I'm sure he has to pay him something to survive. And then he's got another employee. So, I mean, he's paying these guys. He got 2 retail stores, and eBay's really his bread and butter. And that's crazy.
That's brutal. That is brutal.
Because if that keeps up every day, then what do you do? On one bad day, you're still paying your bills. But if this happens every day for a week or 2 weeks or a month, crazy.
Sales aren't horrid, but still got fingers crossed for Q4 to help things. There you go.
We all need our fingers crossed, I think. Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels, how you doing? Dandy Dave's in the house.
Good evening. Thank you for being a member.
Oh, right out the box. Dawn is not hesitating.
No, she learned her lesson yesterday. To anybody that didn't come on by, do check out Paul Carl's cards. If you could do me the favor, Dawn, if you get a moment, if you could drop the link to the show, Paul's yesterday. We did appear over there. Really, really good guy. I talked to him for an hour afterwards as well. So good guy. Dave's odds and ends. Sales are in a word, putrid. There you are. It's a very good word.
So-so's a notch up from putrid?
That is true. So-so is doing better. Wow. Dawn is rebelling. Oh, no.
Jeez. All capitals. That's pretty scary.
She's screaming. I do apologize, Dawn. I'm sorry. Die damn Dari. Somebody or other emailed me, friend of ours. He's got about 1,500 to 2,000 items up. And he went over a period of, where did I write it down? Somewhere on here. 4 days, $19.98 worth of sales.
In 4 days.
Over a 4-day period, he did $20 in sales over 4 days. That's not good.
Amazing. They're just not getting people on their site.
Well, it could be again, and thank you, Don. I do appreciate that. Do check that out, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Do check it out after this.
What's not to like?
But yeah, $20 over 4 days with that many items, and
that's scary. Because like you said, the real bad day I had on eBay was Sunday. Monday was pretty bad, but like if this happens every day, day after day for weeks, I mean, it's crazy. Lucky Lewis, how's it going?
Those are doing okay again this past week. There you are.
Probably the best we're going to see.
Yeah, okay's doing better.
Awesome Antiquarian. Hello.
My sales are Amazon's actually been strong, which given that I don't put a lot of time into it, I'm happy about. I would say eBay is but it's better than last week. So it's trending in the right direction. Certainly not where I would like it to be, but I'm selling stuff every day.
Right.
So that's really what it comes down to. But I'm certainly not happy with the amount of selling, not compared to what I should.
Exactly.
Over the last week, 15 over 47 items were promoted. So about a third. I think last week we were up about 55% were promoted. So that's a little different there. Offers, 78 old items, 222 total items. Oh, steady postcards. Nice.
How's it going, John?
222 offers. Last week was 186. Now, I was here all this past week. So that shows, I think, when you go away and you don't make the offers, you miss the opportunity.
Sure.
So I got 36 more offers I was able to make to watchers when I was here for the entire week.
Right.
However, last year, 127. So it was brutal a year ago at this time too. So it definitely is, I think, right before the holiday, people are getting their last minute summer things done. Some places have started school already.
Yeah, this weekend isn't going to be any better.
No, right.
Labor Day weekend, so throw that out the window. I don't expect anything good going on.
Cornflakes are okay. There you are. However, $million.dollar.peddlers did sell 6 items over on eBay. So it's nice that I sold more items there than the guy with more items sold. Vivs-View sold 2 items. So I'm selling postcards over there. And Etsy, I sold 6 items.
Jeez.
So yeah, thank goodness I have these other places that I'm selling at.
One day you did one item on eBay. A lot of these sites did the same.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Hey, that's very crazy. Very crazy when you get down to it, because I don't have anywhere near those number of listings on these other sites. Well, given that nobody is selling anything, I'm sure nobody is buying anything. Let us know if you're buying anything, and you let us know, Mr. Magazine, what you're not buying.
I have not bought much locally like usual. My regulars are coming with their trinkets and so forth. 100 here, 200 there. Aaron's driving to 3 cities: Kentucky.
That's not a city.
Well, the city in Kentucky.
The city.
He's going
the
to
one
3 cities.
city.
One of them's in Kentucky.
The one city in Kentucky. Oh, I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
City, Kentucky.
Illinois.
City,
Chicago, Illinois.
There you go. City, Kentucky.
And somewhere else. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all these cities and states. What am I? I'm not
a cartographer. Yes, exactly. There you are. Yeah.
I don't drink them very often, maybe one a week. But they seem to have not much of an effect on me. So,
yeah.
And I get to usually no sugar, 0 calories, something like that. But we'll see what happens. In my mind, it's helping. It's working.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Sales been pretty bad. Just started to pick up the last couple of days. Yeah, you sound like you're in the same boat as me on that one there, Kelly.
Yeah, yesterday was a little better, and today's looking like it could be a little better, but the day's not over yet, so we'll hope it gets there.
As to buys, I know I did buy some stuff. We bought more ephemerons. Your neck's going to hurt, I'm telling you. Plus a Fiesta ware jug and a Canadian pottery vase, or vase, sorry. Vase. And a bunch of itty-bitty tins. Nice. So I went to this was funny. We have a buddy lives up the road from me. He went away for a few years back, and kind of came back and started reselling stuff. Too? Yeah. Okay. We have a buddy. That would be you and me.
Oh, I thought you were talking like, we.
Yeah, we this year.
We have a buddy.
And he had a garage sale, and he said, "Hey, I've got some magazines for you." So I went up there and bought some magazines off of him. He just let me pay whatever I wanted on them, and I got some okay stuff in there. It was the funniest thing though. He had this garage sale, and there was a couple of guys there. I'm going to guess they're probably in their 30s, and the one guy was talking like he was a player, like he knew what he was doing. He was a flipper. He was this. He was that. And our buddy had a some kind of it wasn't wrought iron, but it was some kind of a bench that the guy said, "Oh, I like that. I like that. Is it for sale?" And our buddy goes, "Oh, everything's for sale, but I don't know if I really want to sell it or not. I kind of do like it there, blah, blah, blah." Well, I'm interested. It's this, is that, and he's talking, this guy's talking all about, how he's all into antiques and he's this and he's that. So the guy we know goes, "I don't know if I want to let it go. If I do, I got to get at least a C note out of it." And the guy goes, "What's that?"
Yeah, he's a real player. He's a real player. How old? He's 30. You never heard of a C note?
Never heard of a C note, and he's in his 30s, and he's this big player. I was laughing, and the guy's like, "That would be $100." And we're just sitting there laughing. But yeah, you're not a player if you don't know that.
Good thing you didn't say 50.
It's true, or sawbuck. Oh my gosh, guy's head would have exploded.
Yep.
But no new purchases here. Would like to go sourcing again at some point. Come on, eBay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And so did go to the Fleas. I spent $120 over at the Fleas. Nothing special over there.
Triple J. It's been a while, buddy. Been a while.
That's true. So then there was the rare Sunday, Monday, Tuesday estate sale.
Wow.
And I did not go Sunday. But Monday I said, it does look like there's some older stuff. I'm going to go to it. And I went over there and I bought a few things over there on Monday. And they had a, which I showed you yesterday, as a matter of fact, they had a little thing there with a lot of trade cards and things like that in it. And they wanted $95 on it. And it was day 2, 25% off. And I'm like, I really don't want to pay that much for it. Well, I'll hold out hope that it's there to day 3. Show up day 3. It was in this back room. I go walk in the room, start getting yelled at by people. Hey, they got to sign up. There's only 3 people allowed in the room at a time. I'm like, oh, geez. Because I didn't even look at the sign. I'm just making a beeline for the room. Oh, okay. So I have to stand back in line. Well, the funny thing was the day before, there was no sign.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
they put it on. It should be on the earlier days, not the last days.
So then you're standing there, and what I wanted was way back in the corner, and I couldn't see if it was there or not. And I'm like, I don't know if it's there. I don't know. And the 3 people are in there picking stuff up, and I'm going, if it's there, don't pick it up, because nothing would be worse than
watching them do it.
Watching them pick it up. You
can't do anything about it.
Because it would have been like, if I had just not stopped on that yellow, I would have gotten here before them. If I had left 2 minutes earlier, I would have gotten here before them. But I got in there and it was there. So I go, yes. So I got that. And I bought something that I really didn't want to buy, but I had to buy it. Bound volume, 1879, Scientific American, 26 issues in there. They'd wanted 50, half price, $25. So you're paying $1 an issue. You break that up, you're going to make money on it. So the problem was the binding is actually in fairly nice shape. And I'm going, I want this thing falling apart because then I can take it apart a lot easier. I get this extra work taking it apart. But did end up buying that as well. So it was a worthwhile sale as far as that went. But let's see what Pudding said there. I bought 10,000 postcard sleeves. I want to start going to estate sales and antique stores in a few weeks. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I'll let you off with a warning this time when you're in thin ice, sir. There you are. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who's drinking the Monster now, Don?
I didn't find any glitches this week. Did you? I guess the glitch of the week was no glitch.
If I did, I would have sent it to you.
Yeah, I didn't find any glitches this week. First time in a long time, no glitches anywhere that I was aware of. Sleeves. However, a couple of site changes. Mr. Magazine got an email from stamps.com. They're requiring a new password because his is not up to muster.
Yeah.
Which I think is your new password, up to muster.
That's a good one. $, capital M.
Yeah, up to muster with the S being a $sign. Yep, up to muster. Who talks like that? It's been a long time. It's all right. And then eBay, I was listing for over $1 million peddlers. It's different on the pictures that showed up today. You couldn't click in the corner to delete all pictures. You had to click edit, and then you could delete pictures. So it's an extra step. And if there's one thing we learned yesterday from Paul Caro, and do check out the show we were on, it's you want to make fewer steps.
Right.
You want to, less work is better to make the same amount of money.
Yeah.
And eBay is now setting it up so you have to do an extra step. So eBay apparently hasn't hired Paul Caro yet.
Exactly right.
Because they're making it more difficult for us.
They don't want, he's too efficient. They don't want him.
Oh, puddings at a sold auction get relisted as a fixed price and sold again. Ouch. Wow. Ouch. Had that today too. Another extra step. Yep. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely crazy? A glitch, large package to Puerto Rico didn't go via EIS, which was supposed to happen. eBay acknowledged the glitch. Jeez. Yeah, and they're rolling that out, and that always makes me laugh. International shipping to Canada and Alaska, or not Canada, to Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico, which I believe are all American, but what do I know? When I hit the print button bubble for labels this morning, it downloaded them. Yes, that happened to me too. I thought it was something on my end. Okay, then I did have that glitch. I thought I clicked something. Yeah, it wanted to save it as a PDF. When I clicked it, it came up, and I don't know if you guys have had that or not. When you click print, the page shows up, and it defaulted. Apparently, I thought maybe I hit something, but apparently it must have defaulted, because if that happened, it defaults to save as PDF.
Wow.
And then you have to click that to actually print it.
I don't think that's happened. No one's told me about it.
Okay. There's an extra step to edit promoted campaigns. You have to click into it, then you can edit it. And there are so many spots on there that if they sat with any regular reseller for an afternoon taking notes, they could find 15, 20 places where you could streamline things. And they're not difficult things. We're not asking them to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
Like one less step here, one less step here. Like I mentioned last week, when you go to make the offers, when you click in a box, highlight the entire text. Not hard to do. Right. I can hit the back button and type what I want to type. There you go. Now I got to do the extra step and highlight it. Why? Your programmers can do it. People go, you've got to move your fist and draw eyes on it before you say that. Señorenses. Exactly. Sarai. All right. Item of the week. I picked this up. Mr. Magazine's going, what is it? I picked this up at the flea market. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
So
I have seen this though.
Yeah, you've seen all those. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So Spire, it was printed in the 1980s. They did a whole bunch of different comics, all with religious themes, 70s and 80s with religious themes. Well, this is a black and white collection of them here in a paperback version. Cool. Only one listed on eBay right now for $100.
Wow.
None on Amazon.
Are they unavailable or just not on there at all?
Not available. So it did sell out over on Amazon. Right. None on Amazon. Two of these have sold on eBay. One sold for about 30 something with shipping. One sold for 40 with shipping, thereabouts. Yeah. So the person asking 99 may be a little bit high on it, but it's got to be about a $50 paperback. So do remember something rather like that. And again, I picked it up because it's got the comics inside it. So it's pretty cool over at the black and white. But yeah, so if you're a comic dealer or collector, something rather to keep an eye out for out there. Not very common, first one I've ever seen, but again, pretty neat over there on that.
Cool.
Yeah. Very happy with that. I'm sure that's going to go in the collection room and someday I'll find it and go, where the heck did this come from? Isn't that the way it usually works?
Yeah.
Or you'll find it when you buy the collection room out for me.
True. I can't wait.
It's gonna be like Christmas for you. Insulting offers of the week. I'm going to save that one because I think that one wins. Well, you won. You won this week.
Thank you.
You had a Dennis Thomas and Friends Learning Curve Railroad engine.
Okay.
Which I don't know. You probably don't remember it.
No.
You're asking $16.10.
Okay.
You got a $1 offer. That's insulting.
Yeah.
I came close to beating it.
Okay.
I had a check from I don't know, some bank in Utah or somewhere, wherever it was, doesn't matter. I was asking $20.24 on it plus shipping.
Right.
I get an offer from the gentleman. He offered $3.75 on a $20 check with the note.
Oh, nice.
As you're asking $6.25 shipping, my $3.75 offer makes it 10, and you just put it in an envelope and mail it to me. So I responded, hello, Jeff. So I responded to him, well, as I'm asking $6.25 shipping, my $13.75 counter offer makes 20. I just take the time to find it, put it in a bag, put it in a padded mailer with backers, seal that, print postage, affix the postage, go to the post office and mail it to you.
Yeah.
Pretty easy peasy.
And crickets?
Yeah, he didn't buy it. Oddly, he didn't buy it. Oddly, my way wasn't as easy as his. I don't understand. Kind of crazy. Customers issues.
I know I got to be on there.
Oh, you got a whole bunch this week. So I won this one this week, I think, but you've got one over here. So Mr. Magazine had up a brochure from Watkins Glen. My cousin stated that his 1967 white Ford F100 ended up on the brochure for the Watkins Glen Vintage Car Event sometime in his early years at the track. If you pay the fee, they let you take a few parade laps around the track. My first time, but he's been doing it for 27 years. So sometime between 1997 and 2005, they took the picture one year and put it on the brochure the next. Perhaps not the front page, since he's an old guy, but I do think he wasn't making it up. You seem to have a few of these, so if you can find it, let me know and I'll happily buy it.
Yeah.
So did you go through every single one of those?
Employees to do that, I'll probably lose $20.
So you didn't do that, is what you're saying. But I won this week. I got an email from somebody. Wait till you hear this one. I was selling a Super Mag magazine. Remember those? Those little digest magazines?
Those are cool.
Had Sarah Purcell. Remember her from Real People? She was on the cover.
Okay.
We've heard from someone that there is a funny, weird, and or even bizarre photo of Sarah Purcell in which her belly button can be seen. Is this true at all? We're interested in buying this old magazine, especially for that. So please promptly let us know as soon as reasonably possible. We would really appreciate it.
I mean, the quickest way to answer this is to shave around your belly button, take a picture, and say this is on page 7.
That would be a funny, weird picture. That would make it. Is that insane or what? I was like, what?
Wow.
Spoiler alert, does not have it. Then Mr. Magazine had a gentleman who's working on a Eric Roberts a book, I guess, about Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother.
He plays creepy roles in bad guys, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's been working on this book for years. If you sell anything with Eric Roberts, he will reach out to you and ask you for a picture of the article because he wants to know if it has anything in it he does not know for his book. Then he never buys it. So just to let you know. Now, Mr. Magazine has been getting a lot of complaints about international shipping. Why don't you say what's going on there?
Every time someone goes to check out, they're saying, I would buy it from you, but the shipping's crazy. And, I don't know, 3-4 times at least that in a few day period. So I'd send it over to Paperboy and say, is this right? Is the calculations right? Everyone's complaining. And he's checked them all, and they're right on point pretty much, right?
Yeah. There's no problem at all with them. The shipping is what it's supposed to be.
Do international buyers not buy a lot, and they don't realize the prices are going up and it costs more? And,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is going on with that.
And then sometimes they still want to go, like, what is the snail mail way they used to do?
Oh, surface.
Yeah, surface. They think surface mail is still around. Or, ground advantages, but, like, they think it's a lot cheaper,
Right. Yeah. No, it's really not.
I would just tell them it's based on size, weight, location. Even people in California sometimes. Remember that football helmet?
Yeah.
For some reason, it was showing up for like $90 shipping.
Well, it was showing 60 to me.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we did it all size, weight.
Yeah, the size was right. Yeah.
It wasn't even that big. 12-foot square or 12 inches square at 2 pounds. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. I'll buy any I Dream of Genie belly button pics if you have them. Well, if you'd like me to shave my belly button and send you pics, I can do that. It'll be over my OnlyFans.
You have only one member.
Me. I got an email from somebody. I just contacted you about 1896 October magazine and buying this volume. And if it has the poem in it, I no longer need it as I found the poem and volume in Grandpa's stuff. Well, thank you. Luckily, he never sent the first email, so I didn't waste any time looking for it. I just got the email telling me he didn't need the information. So I said, okay, perfect. Oh, the Pope of Greenwich Village. Okay.
He's on Lifetime shows a lot. He's an evil guy.
Are there any pictures of his belly button?
I haven't seen.
I've heard.
But his mouth is kind of puckered up, so you could.
You could think it's a belly button.
Like his belly button. Maybe.
Nice, nice. Then I got berated by a buyer over on Amazon. I sold an Oswald Rabbit comic book, early 4-color over there. The guy emailed me. I know this was labeled as acceptable, but this doesn't even have the whole front page, which is the cover. Doesn't even have the whole front page as the image had. The top half is gone, and I wanted to hang it up for that. This was a false description.
Let me stop you. I'm going to guess, because it's an Amazon buyer. You had it in the description, and they never see it. They never read it.
So I posted the listing to them. Title cut off cover, top portion of cover missing, tape on issue. I've not heard back from them yet.
Yeah, I've done that many times. Amazon buyers do they not see that? Do they have to click on it, or they look at the condition, like what Amazon new very good, and that's it.
They look at the stock photo also. I think I don't think that they realize that they're stock photos. Ephemera picks, including a few Dynamite magazines. Nice.
Cool. That's Dynamite.
Speaking of which, if you are into Dynamite magazines, in a future Whatnot auction, I just put it up today. I've got any number of Dynamite magazines in it. And what's the Bananas? Remember Bananas magazine? I've got the Star Trek issue. I've got the Dallas issue.
All right. Can you do me a favor? I'm saying this there now. If any don't sell, I'll buy them for your minimum on those titles.
Okay. All right. We have a standing. We have a bounty.
Yes.
We have a bounty on the Dynamite and Bananas magazines from Mr. Magazine. You've all heard it here. Here he is issuing bounties. $3. Wow. Last of the big spenders.
Yeah, Golden's going to chime in now. Say $5.
He's like, Ken Golden's going to offer $5. And the guy who ruined the hobby I love is going to offer $6. It's going to be crazy.
He came back and bumped over him.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it later.
Sorry.
Jeff Wilson.
I already ruined it for Paul yesterday.
Jeff Wilson. Mr. Magazine had somebody. Now, why don't you explain real quick what you do on a multi-order? I buy 4 magazines from you, and you only have 3 in stock.
So if it's a website, it's easy to get refunds right then and there. So I give the refund, and I put a little note which item's missing, so they'll at least know, because then they'll be asking me which item is it. They want to know. If it's Amazon, if it's Amazon, we don't give them a refund. We put a note in there saying this item's missing. Please contact us for a similar replacement or a refund. And then I'll give it to you, because it's a pain to give a partial refund. So I let you handle all that. eBay, I think we cancel the shipping, and then I'll give it to you to refund at a later date.
Okay. Because Mr. Magazine got sent something or other out to somebody, and the item, one of the 4 items wasn't there. And they responded to him as follows. I received your message included inside my package. If you are unable to locate the item in question within a couple of days, please issue a refund for the purchase price. Maybe tell me which item. Maybe that would make it a little bit easier, as opposed to the item in question. Just say, I got your message. The January 1997 big ones wasn't in there.
Yeah, because we don't keep a copy of it. We give it to them, whatever's missing, And usually if it's a multi-magazine, they're within a few bucks of each other. But sometimes you get someone that buys a $20 toy and a $5 record. You don't know what's what.
I'm sorry about that, Lewis. I'll look around for the top of the Oswald. Had a guy ask if a car was 124 scale and it wasn't a title. Some buyers just look at the pics. Yeah. Yep. Although I do give a lot more leeway if they're asking for condition or things down there on eBay, because that is difficult to find on the phone, and something like 40 to 50% of the buyers shop on the phones. eBay does not make the phone buying experience very good as far as noticing description and condition issues. They're hidden.
We get a lot with clothing. What size is it? And we'll either put S, M, L, XL, XXL, and it's right in the title. We had some dog clothes. It was a medium. It was an M. Just wouldn't it make sense? I mean, you have to say MED for them to realize it's a medium.
Like what kind of clothes? Like
dog costumes and stuff.
Like a shirt and stuff?
But sometimes hoodies. I mean, it doesn't have to be dogs. Any type of clothing. They don't read the title.
Do you have a picture of Sarah Purcell wearing that dog hoodie?
I do not.
I've heard that it's there.
I'm sorry, I do not.
Oh, all right. I would buy it if it were. Thank you. Finally, somebody does. Mr. Magazine, this was a first, and this was crazy. He got a message while the item was in transit. So he sent it. It was in the mail. Tracking showed it was in the mail. I want to cancel the order. The picture shows a Jimmy Rainey album, but I tracked my order and it shows a different album. What ended up happening is somehow or other on Amazon, it has two pictures. It has a picture on the main listing and then a picture when you click to the order. So somehow or other, there are two different pictures linked to it. So we don't even know which one is being sent, but you can't cancel your order when it's in the mail. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Wait till you get it and do a return on it. We can't just say, okay.
But it might be the right one.
It might be a 50-50 chance. 50-50. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if it's been changed for everyone on desktop. They moved the shipping tab from below, and now you have to click view details to get a oh, all right. Maybe that's what happened the other day, because every once in a while it doesn't pop up and sometimes it does. Yeah, so they're moving things around. I had a crush. Well, you're not the only one, Jeff. You're not the only one. Yeah, Kelly, that's kind of crazy. I have a crazy idea for eBay. We know you watch. Stop worrying about all these cosmetic changes. Drive traffic to the site. That's all any of us are asking for. Drive traffic so we can make sales.
Hold on. Google just said Sarah Purcell's trending.
Wow, that's awesome. She has more mentions today than she does any. We're the only YouTube channel talking about her too, just to let you know. Guy wanted media mail on a Harvard magazine, and I said, no, it has ads. Oh, I didn't know it had ads. Like, dude, you went to Harvard. I think you can afford an extra 40 cents in shipping.
Exactly.
Hey, interesting other things. Definitely do want to thank Paul Carl Cards. Check out his channel. He had us on. Was a lot of fun over there. And he may do more live shows.
Great ideas, that guy.
He does. Yeah. He very, very much does. And we're trying to get him monetized. He was very, very close to me monetized. So do go over to Paul Carl Cards. Check it out. Let's put him just over. All he needs is the watch hours. So you can run it in the background while you're doing something else. It'll help him. Definitely would appreciate that.
Cool.
Oh, thank you, Don. If I had a little extra if I had Mr. Magazine money, I'd be buying this. A 1312 Hebrew Bible. It's hand done on parchment from 1312. It's expected to bring $7 million. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Seeing that a Wemby one of one RPA is going for $7 million probably at this point. That really should be. So
yeah, it was absolutely a beautiful, beautiful thing on that. So yeah, you're right. It should. So years ago, Mr. Magazine, have you ever tried to list? You know what oh, of course, yeah, it's a good show. You know the Blue Jackets manuals from the Navy?
Yes, I've had those. Yes.
Did you know that you can't list those on eBay?
Has it always been like that?
Well, it was 5 to 7 years ago. Okay. I picked one up. I'm bringing it over to Whatnot. I'll probably do it in a Veterans Day sale or something like that. Just for the heck of it, I checked eBay. 1,200 of them are listed.
And you can now, or you can't?
1,200 of them are listed. Well, it's not like 4 of them are listed.
Yeah, but they still could fly under the radar, just like
1,200.
Yeah, Playboy, there's 100,000, and half of those shouldn't be on there.
Yeah, 1,200 Blue Jacket manuals are on eBay from various years. Many years ago, I had one kicked off because you weren't allowed to do it because it was military, and they were afraid that the terrorists would buy our military things and use them against us. It's a 1940 Blue Jackets manual. Exactly. I'm pretty sure we're out of the woods on that one.
We're using that technology, we're in trouble.
Well, that wasn't even technology. It was like, how to dress for the parade, how to do this, how to do that. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not really top secret anymore. But yeah, so apparently now you can list them over on eBay. PSA of the week, do not bring your children to museums and not watch them. An Israeli museum had a Bronze Age jar that was 3,500 years old, smashed by a 4-year-old. Now, it was on accident, but still, another idea. If you have a 3,500-year-old jar, maybe don't leave it on the shelf. I'm just saying. That might not be the best place. Oh, let's put it right here. And do you mind if I go off on a rant for a moment?
Sure, go ahead.
if you run an estate sale, do not put vases and little trinkets on the bookshelves right in front of the books. And so people are taking books and you're all afraid they're going to fall off, or they're all sitting way up on top. Very, very, somebody takes a book off and you see it all shuddering.
Yeah.
Just move the glassware away from the books. They do not mix together. They do not. You'd be amazed how many times I'm sitting there going, okay, I'm afraid to even touch this book because this vase is, now I got to move this vase. Now I got to do this.
Tables where they lay out stuff behind that so you can't reach for it.
Yeah, well, and on a bookshelf from people in front of books that are for sale. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Did you see that? You've seen the TV show Friends?
I have. Not that I wasn't a big fan, but I didn't like it as much as most people or my wife.
Well, did you see that the wardrobe from it, along with some other things, are going up for auction? The studio is selling because it's going to be the 30th anniversary of Friends. So you're going to see a lot of that stuff going up. To not leave your cat unattended. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea too. So I registered for eBay Open for the channel. Basically did it just for the for the channel, for the content. Do wish it were live like it was a couple of years ago in Las Vegas, but unfortunately those days are gone. So it'll be all online. So you let the cat out of the bag a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. Vase. It's vase. 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 About the bounty.
Yes.
So what is going on, Mr. Magazine?
So Jeff Wilson put a $100,000 bounty on that.
Was he the guy that ruined the hobby I love?
Yes.
Okay.
The triple Olympic card that has Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James on it, one of one. So they've never all three been on together, and I don't think Curry and LeBron have been on a card together either.
Okay.
So a big deal, and some of these cards are going for millions of dollars. So I don't know why this wouldn't, if those other ones are. Like, this should be one that makes sense. Plus, it's your Olympic one, whatever. So he puts a $100K bounty on it. Ken Golden, I'm pretty sure, can buy and sell Jeff Wilson. Pretty sure.
Jeff Wilson.
He puts $150K on it. And I think Jeff Wilson comes back and says $300K. Now there's some other breaker that's putting $500K. Some other collector put $1 million. So, it's up to $1 million now. So.
And where do I get this card at?
Well, someone said you have to buy these Topps basketball box. I think it's Topps.
Okay.
For whatever reason. I don't know if it's just Olympics or whatever, but then you have to get some type of redemption on it. So I think I was reading up on it. I don't think you can just pull the card now. There's all these different redemptions, and one of them is a redemption for that card, I think.
Now, do I need a CT scanner or no?
It can't. Well, no. If it's in a redemption card, well, you're getting a redemption card. I don't know if you know you're getting that one, but
okay.
Someone will pull. They're going to shred all of them around the whole country. They'll open up every pack that's made.
So it was over on Collect. They were talking about it. Fanatics and Sotheby's teamed up with Jeff Wilson to offer a $250,000 irrevocable bid.
The three of those multi-million-dollar companies have to join forces to put one bounty.
Well, apparently what it is, it's an irrevocable bid, which what that means is if you give it to them, they will put it in the Fanatics Sotheby's auction.
Right.
And Jeff Wilson will put a $250,000 bid. So he's guaranteeing the floor. Yeah. If it goes for more than that, he gets a portion of the amount above it that it goes for.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
So he's risking $250 to get it.
Because Golden never said he's buying it. He says, I'm giving the consignor that it's going to go for $1 million, and you're going to get, he'll get this cut out of the $1 million, really.
I don't believe so. But you'll get some great tasting fries. So probably almost.
How much are Happy Meals now? They're going to be like $15.
Unhappy meal at this point.
I mean, the regular meal is $20 almost.
But the crazy thing about it, over on Collect, which we talked about a few months ago, is the new collecting website out. One caveat to note is the bigger the business you're negotiating with, Golden, Sotheby's, Fanatics, the less flexibility you will have with tax implications as opposed to a cash offer from a small business. That almost sounded like they're saying you can put money in your pocket and not report it on your taxes if you were to not sell to the big companies.
I mean, something like that, that's jail time. You're talking about $1 million or more. I mean, you can go for $2-3 million. That's crazy.
I mean, that's a lot of C notes.
Yeah.
Even the players know that.
Babe Ruth's jersey's $24 million. It's got to be $4 million.
That's a lot of C notes.
Think about that. The Ruth jersey is almost 4 times the price of that Bible. Or is it the Hebrew?
Yeah, the Hebrew Bible for the 1300s.
Yeah.
As much as I love baseball, I'd rather have the Hebrew Bible. I really would. That's just awesome. That's just awesome.
Great stories on both. I mean, that's crazy.
Yep. Well, we want to.
I think you're kidding, right?
It's $100 bill if you didn't know, but I'm sure you knew that.
It's a lot of C notes.
Exactly. We want to welcome to the YouTube family Ronaldo.
Oh,
did you see he had a YouTube channel?
I did not.
He had the world record to the fastest to 1 million subs. He beat us there. Wow. He did it within 90 minutes. He got 1 million subs in 90 minutes. He now has 26.7 million subs. I don't want to disparage Ronaldo, but
is this the soccer player's son?
No, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player himself.
Oh, but he already had one, didn't he, before that?
I don't know.
I think wasn't it for his son, I thought?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
He didn't want his son doing it, and I don't know. Okay, because he already had one, unless he put up a second one.
Maybe put a second one.
Okay.
But I don't want to disparage Ronaldo, but I mean, it's great he's got 26.7 million subs, but our reselling content is better than his. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Yeah. So just to let you know.
I don't think he's funny at all. I've seen nothing online that he even cracked a joke ever.
No, that's true. That is very true. It's all about the Benjamins. There you are.
Him and Messi. Imagine him and Messi doing a show for collectibles. How lame.
It would be bad. It would be bad. Yeah. Talking about eBay glitches. That's terrible. Terrible. I mean, I can say bicycle kick.
Yeah. I couldn't inflate my ball enough.
Found in a briefcase in Pulp Fiction. Thank you, Banana Fines. Nice. Oh, Mr. Magazine got a warning from eBay.
I did? What was this for?
He's counterfeiting Anne Bancroft signatures.
That's so ridiculous. Come on. Really, that's ridiculous. Someone reported me. There's no way.
Well, you got the warning.
I get it, but like someone legit is telling them it's not real. I mean, it was $30, and like it looks like all the other ones. I mean, I don't know. That collection, I haven't had any come back as bad. So, and again, where's the demand for Anne Bancroft?
Well, now that there's one less in the supply chain.
Yeah. It's probably the person has the other one on eBay.
Exactly.
Jeez.
A window cleaner claims to own the first portrait of William Shakespeare done in his lifetime and says it's worth $264 million.
Wow.
So allegedly, this is a painting of William Shakespeare done while William Shakespeare was alive and sat for it.
Oh, I got one because I'm always on Instagram.
Oh, you've got one of those?
No, I got a story though.
I thought you had the second.
I'm always
portrait.
on Instagram. A gentleman went into Goodwill, shoebox of sports cards, $5.
Okay.
Pulls out a LeBron James like rookie refractor numbered out of like 50 or something. It's like $500,000.
Oh,
it's crazy.
That's nice.
He's saying it's true. I mean, you could have had the card and thrown it in, but who knows? But yeah, I saw it. He showed it, but it's amazing.
Did you put a $3 bounty on that too?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay. Hey, this weekend, if you're anywhere in upstate New York, head on over to Buffalo, New York. And that's the first and only time that'll ever be said. The Buffalo Chicken Wing Festival is this weekend. Always a lot of fun. I'll try to hit a flea market or two so we can put a haul video up. And then, as always, show you a lot of footage from the Chicken Wing Festival. It's a lot of fun. Try to get over there annually as long as the weather's nice. And it's supposed to be really, really nice this weekend.
The Woodcliffe's not in the same direction, is it?
No, it would not be.
Okay.
No,
I'll be there Saturday. Because I'm saying if it was closer, 30 minutes away, it'd be worth it. But sorry.
No. Oh, well, I'm going Sunday. So, and when you see the really cool guy walking around in the whatnot hat, ask him if he's seen me and then say hi to me. Got one for Jimmy Buffett right after complaining about the high price and says he bought his for $10. Yeah, I'm sure his was real. Oh, last week we were talking about car versus automobile. It's almost like man versus food. According to the web, and if you can't believe the web, who can you believe? They couldn't print it if it wasn't true.
Exactly. A
car is meant to carry people or cargo. So it's like a rail car so car is the more general word. Automobile specifically talks about what we would call a car. So an automobile is a lesser word than car. So we were all backwards on it.
Wow.
Yeah. According to the internet. And that can't be wrong.
Was it from CNN?
It was probably not. It was from Reddit. I mean, come on, what could be They can't give you anything wrong information on Reddit.
True.
It has to be right. Mr. Magazine did mention that the Babe Ruth called shot jersey went for $24.12 million.
That's awesome. You know what I'm realizing? Well, I don't know if this came out of the Halper collection. I remember the Halper collection years ago. I don't know, 5-10 years ago, he sold it. I don't know if it was sick or as a state, whatever. Like, I think a lot of these things popping up now came from there, and now they're making crazy money after COVID.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
crazy.
Like that jersey could have came from it because I think he sold his whole collection was at $50 million, which 10 years ago was, you know, crazy money. But now, like one piece out of it could be half that. You know?
Right. Hey, when you get done with this, what are you doing, Mr. Magazine?
I'm hanging out till 9 o'clock till you start whatnot.
You're staying till 8:40. You're going to be watching. You're going to be a special guest over on the Shopahala.
Oh, okay.
20-minute auction over on Whatnot. Do stop on by Whatnot. Shopahala. My dollar holla. I've got, I think, 17 items to get through in 20 minutes with $1 start. Some really, really good stuff over there.
Wow.
So stop on by. Should be a lot of fun.
Can I do any absentee bids?
You can put $3 bounty on everything, and you'll do very well if you win them.
Wow.
All right, we're going to head on into the main topic. Basically, sometimes resellers just have to suck it up. Go ahead, Mr. Magazine.
I love when you say that. Well, you really have another choice. Like, if you don't suck it up, what are you going to do? You're going to fail.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, if you don't suck it up, you're going to fail, or unless you have something else you can transition into, another platform, which Whatnot maybe for me. You know, again, the backup plan. So if you don't like your backup plan, then you got to suck up. You got to deal with it. We all have extra stuff to list. Just keep pounding it out. I mean, you know, that's all you can do. I hate to complain, but I'm good at it.
Very good.
Yeah.
You world class.
Like I said, I did hire someone to do
You're
Whatnot,
like the Ronaldo of complaining.
and we're going to start Whatnot probably in a couple weeks. I have a whole area at the warehouse set up. It's cleared out. I got shelving. It's going to stay organized. Yep. And then one of my employees said he thinks he would be good at it. So he wants to try it out too. I go, perfect. I'll give him toys and things he's familiar with, you know, at some point. But here's the problem. And you know Whatnot. I know you do ephemera. You do postcards. Well, how good am I going to be if one day we're doing 45? I'm called Mr. Magazine. 45 is one day, toys one day, cards one day, comics one day. I don't think it's not going to be a good.
Well, it'll be fine as long as the thing is you'll be bad at all of them.
Yeah.
For a few months, and then they'll all pop.
Okay. But I got to keep doing toys. I got to keep doing.
You got to do toys. It's got to be Tuesday toys and
that's got a good
whatever, you know, 45s on Wednesday or whatever the case happens to be.
Yeah.
And every Tuesday has to be toys. You can't do toys this Tuesday and 3 weeks from now on a Thursday and a month from now on a Friday. That will not work. It's got to be same time every week if possible.
The good thing is the kid I hired from the comic shop, he can only do Saturday, Sunday mornings. So that's perfect. One day, one Sunday, one Saturday, one Sunday. And then Tuesday, Thursday evenings, he can do like 5 to 7. So that's 4 categories really. So each Tuesday, each Thursday, each Saturday, Sunday. Yep. So all right, we'll get it going. But anyways, it's been 2 years and I haven't sucked it up with Whatnot. So now I got to suck it up and take the shot with Whatnot. You know, and again, I look at all the inventory we have. We can't get it on. We can't get all of it on, not even close. You know, so we're getting the stuff that we paid more money for that we want to get on. And it's going to sell a lot of action figures, tons of action figures on eBay, and they're selling well. But we got that room of 45 RPM records, 100,000 of them. You know, we have probably 50,033. So we might as well, and they're just sitting there. So when I get rid of them, you know, and the kid's a comic guy, so I got tons of comics that could sell for $1 to $5 probably. So we'll get them on and go from there. Well, you said cards is kind of a crazy category, so I don't know if I should stay away from it for a while or kind of wean into it. Maybe wait till we get some of the other stuff down. You know.
Yep.
All right, but you got to suck it up, deal with it, or come up with another game plan, or go back to a 9-to-5 job, and you know.
That has its own issues.
Having a boss, yeah, exactly.
That has its own issues, definitely.
2 years, right? 2 years.
Wow, Triple J with the thing.
Oh, look at Don. Yeah. Which Whatnot Wednesday? Mystery Wednesday.
Well, weird Wednesday,
something
like that. Yeah,
a little bit of a mix.
So, Mr. Magazine, you don't remember, but week and a half ago, whenever it was, I had the Rogue completely filled with loose packed magazines. And I got home and I said, what have I done? What am I doing? What am I doing in life? What bad decisions have I made? Why do I have a car full of hot rod magazines from the 1980s? Isn't there a better way to make a living? And I said, I've just got to suck it up. So I went over on $1,000,000.peddlers over on eBay. And when I'm saying I'm doing old school listings, one picture, no table of contents, literally what's on the cover. July 1971, Hot Rod Magazine, Vega, Coupe, Corvette.
Yeah.
I have sold 4 of them so far. I'm out of it. I made money. I am listing them with distractions, 35 to 40 an hour.
Wow.
And that's with distractions. If I really sat down and just, list them, I do sort them to the point that I grab a box.
Same titles?
Yep. I sort them by title, but just in the box.
Right.
So I bring the box in, sort it by title, and then it's like, okay, hot rod. Boom, 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 boom. Take the pictures, boom, 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 boom. And I'm doing 40 an hour. I could get it up to 50, maybe 55, really pushing it. That's flying through it. I'm just sucking it up. These are the old school bad listings. But I said, what else am I going to do with them?
Yeah.
I got to suck it up. I'm going to make sales off of this deal for years. I'm doing what I have to do. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. But again, what else am I going to do with the stuff? It could sit in the garage forever, or I can take a couple of hours every couple of days and just pound them out, and the money will be rolling in for years off the deal.
So no whatnot on these things?
I don't think they would sell over there, or people would say, do you have? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I have. You
literally have to sell like 3 for $3 or something.
Something like that. Yep.
Triple J's got a good question.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. And that makes it really quickly with the scans. I just put it up there, push the button.
It's funny. We have an employee that Paperboy knows. She was listing 15 VHS per hour, and I'm like, something's going on. I didn't know what was going on. Very slow. So I had my niece list the same exact things with the same type of scanner, and she was right on point at the 15. They were those small scanners, and you got to, go. Oh yeah. It takes 30. Yep. So, it was legit. By the time you scan 15, you could list 15 in an hour. So I go, all right, now try it with your CZUR. She doubled it.
Yep.
Without even trying. Like, she thinks she could probably do 35 or 40. So guess what? This employee doesn't know it yet. She didn't like the CZUR about a year ago, complained about it. She's getting a new CZUR next week, and she's going to start doing 30 an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. No, the CZUR, and anybody that doesn't have a CZUR, what are you waiting for? We don't usually push this, but do check our links.
I have 6. I have 6 now. 7. I have 7 CZURs. All my employees have them at this point.
You can check our links, and there's a link there to purchase a CZUR over on Amazon. 80s cars just starting to go up in value. I think in 10 more years, a lot more interest. Yeah. Well, hopefully in 10 years, I'll have sold out of this collection. That would be nice. But again, it's not what I wanted to do, but it's what I had to do. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's what I had to do. So I sucked it up. I did what I had to do, and I got the stuff listed, or am listing it, and we'll be making money years. And so you're going to find yourself in the same situation at some point. Some deal, it'll be just too good of a deal, or it'll be a throw-in, or you'll be doing a favor for somebody, or something will be happening, and you'll be saying, what? Give another example. When I was over at Madison Bachville, it was the 80-pound box of magazines. I was looking through them. They're good magazines. They're dirt bike magazines and motocross, things like that.
Sure.
And I'm sitting there, and it's like, do I really want these magazines? I go, yeah, I've got to take them off. I got to just suck it up.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees outside, and this is an 80-pound box.
Now, when you open the door, was it like when they pull the cars out of water and all the water comes out, you just had car magazines flowing out?
I did. I made it so it didn't happen. Yeah.
Oh.
It would have in the back. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Don. But yeah, so it was just, I just said, I'm going to suck it up. I've got to walk however far I got to walk. I got to sort this out, get it up, to the hotel room, everything. But it's 20 minutes of carrying an 80-pound box.
But here's the problem where I see you going is you could get a deal like that every week. And then what? Because now you got, it's going to take you a long time to list them all. Now, when you list those, you're taking yourself away from listing $20 to $50 eBay items. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know if that matters to you, but for me, it definitely matters to me. You know, where I have to list better stuff than take a long time to list hundreds of car magazines.
Right. Well, but again, if I'm doing 40 to 50 an hour, I'm flying, which I'm not listing the better stuff at that rate.
Yeah.
So that's the.
Is there any oddball ones you can throw on Amazon and try and get $20, $30 out of them?
Probably. I haven't been yet, but I haven't gone through them all yet. But exactly, definitely is. But we spell it CK. All right, it's time because I'm up against a hard out because I have to head on over to Whatnot shortly when you're all going to follow me, I hope. Time for the rambling story of the week.
Is this me?
Metallica?
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm starting. Okay, this is just story one. It's a quickie. Went with my son, my best friend, and a good friend. That's my barber.
I didn't go.
One of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
And so my barber friend has an issue with sleeping. He's got to have sleep apnea, but he's getting all that checked out right now. So he wanted to pay for his own room, which was like $600, which is crazy for 2 nights. So he paid the $600.
I would have slept in the car.
Exactly. I mean, he could have slept with us. We wouldn't have cared. We weren't even in a room that long. 5 hours. We slept maybe 6, whatever. So he gets his own room. We all check in. Then he comes out and complains he's going to take a shower from the 6-hour drive. There's no hot water. I go, you sure there's no hot water? We're only 2 doors down. We have hot water. It's not like each room runs on its own tank. So he goes, no hot water. So he's one of those people that he always thinks he's getting beaten. So he's got to complain or whatever and see if he can get something out of it. So he goes down and complains. They give us a free breakfast for all 4 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Amy's got to get a new room because it was, by that time, I think an hour went by and, whatever. So complained, he got the new room. Now we go out the next night, or that night. He goes, this room doesn't have hot water. I go, it's impossible. I go, it's impossible. I mean, what are the odds?
As long as somebody in the hotel has hot water,
so
you have hot water.
We got the free breakfast, and he doesn't know how to turn the handle all the way. So I think there was a red and a blue, and one was short, one was long on the handle, and he only went halfway on it. So my 15-year-old son went in there. He just went like this.
Fixed.
Instantly hot. And at that point, he didn't even believe. He had to feel it. I go, well, no one's lying. I think he still thinks. Then he goes, well, it was warm. I go, it's not. It's going to be hot or cold.
Yeah, it's going to be warm.
It's all the way one way. Yeah, it's hot.
Wow.
There's more stories. I mean, he's a funny guy, and we got some good stories coming up in the future from Metallica. Yeah. Awesome. That's why we always invite him to everything. There's always some crazy stories going on. So, yeah, good stuff.
All right, everybody. Again, had another fun show.
Yeah.
Do head on over to Whatnot 840. It's the Shopahala. You can join it now and make it real easy. See whoever's up right now, and they'll send you over to my show on the train. Cool. Should be a lot of fun. Mr. Magazine will be over there.
Watch Paul's video. That should be a lot of fun as well. And to the few people out there that are not members yet, you really need to come on over. A lot of great content over there. There's got to be 100 videos over there. Wow. So if you've been on the fence about becoming a member, it's only $6.99 a month, over 100 videos. So a lot of good stuff over there. It'll learn you good, and come on by for that. So want to thank everybody, and we will see you next video. Take care. Bye-bye.